Oh my goodness. I'm checking the emails before we start the podcast, and we've got this email from Rob. Rob from Wooshka. Hi, nerds. I just noticed you haven't been on Wooshka for a while. That's our podcast hosting service.
Okay.
Your audience really misses you. If you have any questions or concerns, please let me know. So basically, we've got an email from our hosting provider because they've noticed we've stopped posting. That's how long it's been.
Oh, well, thankfully, we have reasons for that, which we'll get into in the episode.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's go. It's time to sing Apocalypse the Nerd's Way. Yeah, let's go. Let's do this podcast.
Oh, yeah, let's go. No, we're cutting this entire thing.
Definitely.
Let's try again. That's the old thing. You've changed it. Hello and welcome to Surviving the Apocalypse, the Nerd's Way. We're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, okay, you just blew me off my seat just then. That was loud.
I'm Adam.
And I'm John.
You were John. Now, you're nothing to me.
I am the clone Adam made of John because he couldn't stand to do the podcast with him any longer.
So I created a clone to do it.
Yeah, I don't know.
No. Anyway, so we're back. It's episode 25. We are a quarter of a century year old now.
Well, we don't know what.
Welcome back to the 25th annual episode of Surviving the Apocalypse, the Nerd's
I know
Way.
it taktakes us a while to release these episodes, but it's not quite a whole year.
No, not quite. We do apologize. We have been away. We're not going to tell you exactly why, but we're going to give you 5 reasons. And you may choose out of those 5 reasons.
One of them is true?
No, hey, that's up for them to decide.
Okay,
so for the first one is John and I were sucked through an interdimensional time rift and sent back in time. And we had to fight dinosaurs and fourth-dimensional creatures that scarred our mind.
Dinosaurs are a lot different to the way scientists explained. The tentacles. Anyway.
And the screams. I mean, I did not expect the Tyrannosaurus Rex to, plop down in front of me and scream like a 7-year-old.
Yeah,
I just didn't... Yeah, honestly, it was very disconcerting. Mm-hmm. Number 2, John was promoted to Governor General of Australia and declared war on fridges. You may or may not have heard of this in the news when John was promoted to Governor General of Australia. There was a lot of controversy about his war policy on fridges, refrigerators specifically.
And you may find this surprising, John in public office, not what you expected. But the way Australia's going right now, it's actually more unlikely that you're not in a position of public office right now.
That's true. Number 3, I was imprisoned at last, but let off on a technicality.
Well, thank goodness for that. I meant the prison part, the letting off on technicality. Well, we'll deal with it.
Number 4, the boxes.
Yeah, that's, Adam, there's actually a law that was passed. You can't talk about the boxes.
We have a permit, and for those of you, everybody does know this, of course.
Yeah, we all know. We've all seen it.
Exactly. But there is that law
that you can't talk about.
That we cannot talk about the boxes. And it is universal. Every country, the only law in existence that was universally ratified by every country.
Including Antarctica.
We all know that they're there. We all know that they're watching. We just have to ignore them and move on. And remember, if you report any suspicious activity from the boxes, please report it to your local member of parliament.
Indeed.
That is all. Number 5, Malcolm Turnbull, our ex-Prime Minister, screamed with such fury at him being removed from office, which his fury rippled back in time, which prevented us from doing our podcast.
Yes, indeed. All we could hear whenever we switched on the microphone was this echo of a scream.
Yeah.
I'll give a demonstration. Ah! That's what it kind of sounded like.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, Adam was going to try, but our recording equipment isn't strong enough to take
in the full power of my voice.
Whoa, okay. It's not destroy the file, but
sorry. Yes. So yeah, those are the 5 reasons. So we have sucked through interdimensional rift. John was promoted to Governor General and decided fridges needed to be abolished. Adam was imprisoned, but at last was left on a left. Sorry, I was.
He tried to go into the next topic about the said thing we talked about before, but our permit only lasted about 30 to 40 seconds.
Sorry about that. So those things, there are two currently here in this room.
Yes.
And Malcolm Turnbull screaming in such fury that it rippled back in time and basically caused headaches, nosebleeds, and possible tumours. So just be aware of that.
My vote is that all 5, actually all 6, the 6th one that we just can't even speak about.
No, that's horrifying.
It's okay, Adam. Let's move on. Don't think about it.
The clowns.
No. And if you say their name, they'll come.
Who would do that to a Teletubby?
Oh my goodness, Teletubby. Whoa.
Oh, heavens above and below.
Anyway, I hope that explanation was enough to
assuage any of those who were angry at us for not posting an episode. We do apologise, but we are back, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. I wonder if that comes through on the microphone. Adam just did a bit of a, that, again, ow, that, no, I can't, my teeth, please, no, stop, anything.
Sorry.
So there's been some very important news in Australian politics. It's not what you're thinking. But
no, I mean, who cares about prime ministers, honestly?
No, it could be anyone, really. It's the party that does the work. Well, no, the real party is the lizard people.
Yeah, no, yeah. Totally, yeah.
It's probably the same lizard person underneath.
Yeah. And what's the other one? The grey man or something? I don't know. But yeah.
I'm going to Google that. So what is this exciting news?
Well, who cares about prime ministers and all the political upheaval that's being caused by leadership in the Australian political landscape? No, who cares about that? There was an article posted on some website. I think it might have been Lad Bible or Uni Lad or whatever, something like that. And it was about Australia and how all Australian citizens are entitled to a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, the reigning monarch of Australia.
Oh my
and England.
goodness.
Oh, well, the Commonwealth.
Actually, I'm just going to get up for a second so that I can bow. One minute. Hang on, ready?
Yes, very good. I don't know who you're bowing to, because there is no portrait here yet.
Oh, well, I was going to bow to the direction of the Queen, but I've realised north, so north a little bit west, okay.
Yep, all right, there you go. Yeah, very good. I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
So, yes, I contacted my local Member of Parliament and requested a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. And I wrote something along the lines of, good evening, sir, because it is a male, and was like, I have recently been informed that I, as an Australian citizen, am entitled to a portrait of Her Majesty the Queen Elizabeth II. It would be most fortuitous if I were to take hold of such a prized object. Please do arrange this for me, please, and thank you.
Oh, wait. Did you use those actual words?
Pretty much. I did use fortuitous.
Because I mean, I was talking to my wife about this because you've been very proud of this fact and have told many of your friendship groups that this is coming.
Oh, yeah.
You are a self-proclaimed monarchist.
Oh, yes.
My wife pointed out that perhaps because of the language, the quite flamboyant language, I suppose you could say, that you use just in general life, they may have interpreted it
as trolling.
Yes.
Which is why I sent a second email, because I saw that another article on ABC a couple of days after this was released, that a lot of members of parliament have been flooded with these requests because, like, it has like a 7,000% increase in requests for this because nobody knew.
It was probably from 1 per 5 years,
possibly,
to like thousands.
Literally. So they were. I was very suspicious because I'm just like, oh no. I'm getting this portrait or the government will fall before me. So I contacted my Member of Parliament again. And I'm just like, dear sir, I have recently read that perhaps you will not be sending out portraits of Queen Elizabeth II because there may be trolls out there who may be wanting to, pull your chain. Just so you're aware, I have been and always shall be a staunch monarchist, and I beg you please do indeed send me a portrait of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, lest my fury fall upon you. Thank you very much. God save the Queen. Adam.
For those who don't know, staunch means very loyal and committed in attitude.
Yes.
And I would definitely concur that statement.
Indeed. I've waited a couple of days, nothing came through, but then it happened. Two emails. from my local member of Parliament saying, yes, you may get a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, Her Majesty, the glorious Queen, the radiant light of justice and hope. She, she's not going to hand deliver it to me. That would be very strange.
That would be amazing.
That would be amazing. I don't know what I'd do.
Like, there'd be, like, tanks are all around, and she would walk up, like, on a red carpet with red robes and be like, my dear faithful servant, Adam.
I would have to pledge myself immediately.
Yes?
Eternal service.
Do you pledge yourself to the Commonwealth of England?
I'd kneel, and I'd be like, Your Majesty, I humbly submit my service unto thee until my life's end.
Then there will not be long to go. Grabs the knighting sword.
That's how she gets her kicks. She likes to just go to people, random citizens' houses and decapitate them. I'm cool with that. That's why I love her.
For those who are not under the Commonwealth, FYI, that's
not what the Queen does.
Star.
She doesn't go to random citizens' houses and decapitate them. No, that's not how she rolls. But anyway, so the Christian Porter, the MP, he said, yes, we can arrange for you to get them, but there is a bit of a wait because they're on back order because so many people have requested them.
Right.
Even though I was literally like half an hour into getting it. But
this is probably a very obvious question, but it's a copy of the portrait, right? It's not
going to be hand painted.
Yeah,
no.
right.
That would probably take a long time.
Yeah. Do you know who the original artist was?
I actually don't. Actually, that's a good idea. Let's have a look here because the portrait, it's Australian specific as well, I'd like to point out, because it's she has a wattle flower on her.
Is this the one where she's in a yellow dress? No,
that would be the old one. Portrait. Sorry.
Yeah, because she looks very young in this. There's a lot of portraits. Some of them are really nice. Like, I like this one. You can see all the colours and the shadows of herself in the throne room.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wattle flower. Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry, I'm going to have a look. Sorry, just having a look here.
There's this one where she's green, but I guess that's not it either.
I think this... Hold on a moment. Where is that glorious woman?
The Queen.
God save her. She's amazing.
People do say that a lot. What if she doesn't need saving? Like, I don't know. Maybe she's okay?
I'd say she's pretty cool. I'd say we don't really have to worry too much. Queen Elizabeth II, please just know that I'm here for you if you ever need it. There it is there.
Okay, let's have a look at the portrait. Oh, that's amazing. That's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so like she's in white, she's got a blue ribbon on. Is that right?
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's hard to tell from this angle. It looks like a photograph, so it's not a painting?
Well, no, it's a painting.
Based on a photograph?
Yeah, I think. Actually, I can't speak with certainty on that.
Okay.
But all right. Totally getting that. So
that'll look very good next to your statue of Ned Stark on the Iron Throne.
Yep, and all my WoW stuff. But no, this is getting hung in the living room.
Okay.
So every time I have D&D, of course, and if we have drinks, people will toast or they will be removed from my group.
What if there's an anarchist in your D&D group?
Then they're removed from the group. It will be law to toast the Queen in my home.
Wow. Mm-hmm. All right.
It's going to be fun. So, yeah, that is why every single one of you, wonderful people out there, if you're an Australian citizen, should indeed request a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II and have it hung on your wall in all its resplendent glory.
Okay. Because it's important to know what your reigning monarch looks like.
Precisely.
What if she calls around for tea? Like, you know how everyone has that special set of cutlery and it's like...
That nobody's ever allowed to use?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or like you teach your children manners because what if the Queen was here? Well, it could happen and you don't even know because you don't know what she looks like.
Precisely.
But with a portrait... Problem solved.
Queen Elizabeth could come and be like, oh, hello, can I come in for a spot of tea? And if you don't know what she looks like, she's going to be like, bugger off, you old hag, and close the door.
Gosh. Well, hopefully you wouldn't do that to anyone, but...
I wouldn't, no, of course. But, I mean, kids these days. I mean, jeez.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, that was...
They probably think that the current monarch is Mark Zuckerberg.
All hail the glorious... Queen Elizabeth II. No, Zuck. The Zuck, yeah. No, moving on.
Every day before we plan out our podcast, we go through an elaborate spreadsheet of many different topics. And I'd added a few over the days, so had Adam. But one particular topic that I added that seemed to catch Adam's eye more. There was this glimmer. He was like, how do you do that? So this topic is the easiest way to destroy the universe. Now, I have two minds about this. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to tell you how to do this.
I think it is a good idea, because if I have to, I think about it, if I have to go through a hard way to destroy the universe, it's going to be worse for everybody in the end.
It's better if it's like a
Band-Aid, straight off, instead of, the slow pull, like the hair follicles, getting slowly torn. That's not pleasant.
That's oddly specific, but let's move on.
Yes.
Adam with very shifty eyes just now. All right, I'm going to try and explain this. I'm not going to get everything right, but it's more my way of explaining the concept of it rather than the exact science behind it. So basically, this thing is called vacuum decay. And we haven't proven 100% that this is possible, just that on a theory level, it could happen. And it is very, very scary. So, have you heard of the Higgs field?
The Higgs field? No, I know the Higgs boson.
The boson, yeah.
Okay.
So that was if you don't know, the gigantic circular particle
Hadron
accelerator.
collider.
Yeah, the large why did I call it gigantic? The large
hadron collider.
But
the gigantic hadron collider is the upgrade.
Yeah,
that's happening in 2025. Yeah.
So they were trying to find this particle. Did they end up finding it? Did we ever?
Yeah, we got Higgs boson.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Anyway, so the Higgs field, I don't know how it relates. I didn't do very much research. I mean, I know, but I'm not
you are getting an F on your report from Tyson from Screen Review Time Warp.
Yeah.
He's not pleased with this now.
Oh, no.
Bless him.
So what I meant to say is I know exactly what it is, but I just don't have time on this episode to explain it right this very second. So the Higgs field. So the way it was explained to me as a concept, so obviously I'm not going to be able to go into the full details of how this works, but every particle in the Higgs field is constantly trying to find its lowest energy state. Now, low energy states is probably not something you think about every day, unless it's lying on the couch watching Netflix.
That's pretty much my baseline.
But let's say there's something that you can do that's even more relaxing than lying on the couch watching Netflix.
Soaking in a hot bathtub, watching Netflix and eating just
ice cream
and strawberries.
sundae.
Yeah, that's even less.
Yeah, while being fanned gently when it's a slightly warm day.
Yep, I like it.
Okay, so you would want to go to that more relaxed state, right?
Oh, yeah. 100%. Yeah, I'm there now. At least in my head. Oh. Another strawberry, please.
I mean, let's stay on topic here.
Sorry, yeah, mate, yeah.
So, so you want to go to that same low energy state. Mm-hmm. Well, in the Higgs field, particles do the same thing, right?
Okay.
So what that means is the current state of the universe, the Higgs field is in a low energy state, right? Mm-hmm. But on a theoretical level, there could be an even lower energy state that basically we could get to. Like, the best way to explain this, if you imagine a marble on a hill and it rolls down and it gets stuck in a little rut.
Okay.
But if you were to move it, it could keep falling down the hill further.
Mm-hmm. So we've got to move the Higgs field. Or the Higgs boson. Oh.
In order to destroy the universe. I wouldn't say we've got to do this. I mean...
Interesting.
Normally people would try and avoid destroying the universe.
No, I wouldn't. Let's say, theoretically, if I were to, I don't know, sink myself down, or shrink rather, myself down to a subatomic molecular level and just give this Higgs boson field a nudge.
Yeah. So never give Adam the Ant-Man suit, basically. That's a bad idea for everyone involved. So you might think, oh, that's fine. If one particle just moves into the next lowest energy state of the Higgs field, that's fine. That particle just behave different to every other particle ever. Well, guess what? You're wrong.
Jeez.
That's not how science works.
When John just went, you're wrong, he totally went for it. His eyes went forward a little, crazy in the eyes. But yeah. Never seen that much emotion.
Sorry if anyone offended anyone, but...
And undone all that cool work.
So what that is the particle will go to the low energy state. It's like, hey guys, being in this hot tub getting fed strawberries and fanned gently, it's way better. It tells all its particle friends. Now, obviously, I'm paraphrasing here. And all the other particles are like, yeah, I want to do that too. And all the other particles also go into this lower energy state. What that means is that every tiny little piece of science that we've ever discovered or relied upon changes. And that you might be like, oh, okay, so what, gravity's a little bit stronger. No, maybe gravity doesn't exist. Maybe chemistry doesn't exist. Maybe particles don't form atoms anymore. Maybe they form something else that's like fourth dimensional. Who knows, right?
Sounds like a kind of like the Upside Down from Stranger Things.
But like the Upside Down, but instead, when you get there, it's not just the same as your current world, but everything's covered in tentacles. It's just, you have no concept of anything. Nothing behaves anything like anything you've ever known or can possibly conceive of with your human mind. And, yeah.
I can conceive a lot.
So this thing where particles quote unquote tell each other about the even more relaxed state.
They've got like a instant messaging app that they're all a part of. That's just like, hashtag, low energy, hashtag lazy day. Yeah. And that lazy day turns into eternity.
So that happens at the speed of light where they share this low energy state, essentially. So as soon as one particle quantum tunnels to the lower energy state.
Awesome term. Quantum tunneling.
Yeah.
Sexy.
Because it's stuck in the low energy state. It might be stuck in a rut, so it couldn't go over that hill. But because of random quantum tunneling, there's a small chance that it'll find a lower energy state and start this cycle. It will tell the other particles, quote unquote tell, at the speed of light. So there will be this entirely new way of the laws of physics and science itself and reality as we know it that will just expand throughout the universe at the speed of light.
I like it. That's fascinating. So this could be happening somewhere right now.
It could.
Making its way towards us right this very second. It's coming, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen it. The end is coming upon us. Flee into the night.
So if you didn't hear that, Adam's phone just went off. So our illusion of the universe being destroyed.
I just not discovered. I've read about it before. But we're talking about low energy states, right? Where, sitting in a hot tub filled with, not Netflix and chill, that's not low energy.
Yeah, sorry, whoops.
Hot tub, being fed strawberries with a pan from. No, I think I've just discovered a better way. Something I'd enjoy more anyways.
An even lower energy state.
Yeah. So let's just say you are pumped full of food, all right? But not uncomfortably so. So you've just had a wonderful roast dinner, okay? And then you're like, oh, you know what? I could just, lay down for a couple of hours, whatever. Then you jump into this wonderful little thing called breathable liquid.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
There's a breathable liquid.
Breathable liquid. So you dive into there. Not dive, probably. But it's like hyper-enriched, whatever. It's a hyper-enriched liquid. And you can breathe, just breathe that, essentially. And
does this really exist, or is it a theory?
No. It's a form of respiration in which normally air-breathing organisms breathe an oxygen-rich liquid, such as not even going to attempt to pronounce that name, rather than breathing air. What is it? Fluorocarbon? Perfluorocarbon or whatever. Anyway, so yeah.
Perfluorochemicals. Wow, perfluorocarbon.
So yeah, you just dive into that. And just,
That'd be so cool. We should replace the ocean with this so we can just swim around, say hi to sharks. Well, actually, no. I've changed my mind.
Not probably the best. I mean,
this is cool. I'd love to do that. If you had it at perfect room temperature, and then you can get to the point where, underwater, there's a point where you can breathe out a certain amount, and then you just float. So you get to that point, and then you start breathing, and you'll float up, and then float down.
Yeah.
But you won't be able to feel it.
I like the thought of when you enter water, you enter a universe where you can fly, but you can't breathe.
Yeah. And now we've cured it.
Exactly. We can breathe.
It's the power of human flight. Yes.
So, yeah, that seems pretty interesting. So, yeah. I'm just trying to read. It could be used in space travel as well.
Oh, yeah. So I guess it means you don't have to have a pressurized suit. You can have this liquid around you.
Possibly.
Might be a little bit easier on the human body.
But that's pretty interesting. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There is breathable liquid out there. And that may save you from the universe ending because of low quantum state physics.
No, it won't, because the liquid will change into something
No, this liquid is eternal.
All right.
Oh my goodness, imagine if it did change into something incomprehensible. Let's say you're floating in it, right? And it suddenly turned into lava or something. That'd be so fun.
Oh dear. I mean, not that I would ever expect Adam to try and turn this liquid into lava.
No, never, ever.
Okay. So well, I was just going to say, that is the easiest way to destroy the universe.
And that is a good way to destroy the universe. So if anybody has some type of shrinking suit I could borrow that will shrink me down to a molecular level so I could possibly bring about the
Please don't give it. Please don't give it to him.
Just send it to me. It's fine. Hashtag I'm with Thanos.
Hashtag YOLO. You only universe once. YOLO? I don't know. UO. Yeah. It's not catchy.
No. Maybe the kids will get onto it eventually.
Okay, we have a special treat for you.
It's Macca's. Everybody listening, go and get Macca's.
On us. Just say this.
Just say we've this is from Screen Review Time Warp. This is from Screen Review Time.
Went from Screen Review Time Warp. They said we could have a free Macca's, and then people would just look at you like, what?
Yeah, the disclaimer, that's not going to work.
Yeah. What was the special treat we had? Our most popular, most listened to episode ever features the beautiful music of the amazing Jaden McLean.
Was that Dazed? Did we play Dazed? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it was Dazed.
Yeah. Awesome song. I've actually got it on my playlist.
So the great news is, as of today recording this, so I guess it'll be 3 years old by the time we publish this, Jaden McLean has a new single out on Spotify, iTunes, etc., your favorite music venue of your choice. It's out now. It's called Hypnotize, and I thought I got permission from Jaden himself. I had to go through his 7,000 PR representatives to get this, but he has allowed us to play this on the episode. And, yeah. Let's see if we...
I am excited.
Oh, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Too young, too dumb to recognize the look in your eyes. Too wild, too free, just grab your keys and chase the breeze. Don't try and hypnotize me. Through your clarity, you think you know what's going on, I'm here to tell you you got it wrong. You got it wrong. No more, no more, no more, no more. Do you have to go and ruin all my plans, girl? But I will try to get away with all my life, girl. Don't try and hypnotize me. I see through your clarity. You think you know what's going on, I'm here to tell you you got it wrong. You got it wrong. No more, no more, no more, no more. This is our final affair. 'Cause you're putting me through despair. And I can't do this no more. So when you leave, you better lock the door. So don't try and hypnotize me. I see through your clarity. try and hypnotize me. I see through your clarity. You think you know what's going on, what's going on. I'm here to tell you you got it wrong. You got it wrong. No more, no more, no more, no more.
Brilliant. Sorry, just adding that to my playlist here. If I can find it. Yeah, brilliant. I loved it. I kind of thought it sounded a bit like early Jet. A little bit, not massively.
Yeah.
I thoroughly
It's
enjoyed
probably
that.
one of his inspirations. We'll have to have him on one time and interview him about what inspires him. Perhaps when his new secret project comes out.
New secret project? I need to know.
Well, I don't know if it's a secret or not. I guess
Well, you just
probably
ruined everything now.
Yeah, I ruined the surprise.
Yep.
Whoops.
Sorry, folks. Yep.
His PR agents are going to be onto me.
This is what you get. See, this is what people get. They just don't like doing this. They don't like coming on because we just ruin everything. But yeah, I got a real I love the rock vibe of that. That was sexy. I like
Yeah, very funky, good amount of bass in there to get you moving. Oh, yeah.
Don't try and hypnotize me, John. Okay.
Don't try to hypnotize me.
I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
backup singers. Jaden, we're available.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think Priscilla might be around. Oh, throwback. Okay. Speaking of which, actually, I've got nothing. I was going to say,
were you
Josh
gonna
has
say?
finally left the country on his mission trip. So send your best thoughts to him, Josh Blackwell.
Well, as of this coming out, yes, but he is still in this country at this very moment.
John, I'm sorry to tell you, he's not.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
He left.
I called immigration and got him kicked out.
But he's an Australian citizen.
I lied.
Wow.
I'm a bit thrown at the moment, to be honest, people.
Okay.
Because,
Explain.
well, we record, as you might know, during the night.
Yes.
In the hours of darkness, okay? That's when I am at my strongest, okay? But now I've been on holidays because our frequent listeners will know that I'm literally nocturnal. However, I have taken holidays and it is daylight outside and we're recording. This is the earliest we have ever recorded an episode.
Yes, that's actually true.
It's horrifying, John. I don't know how you do this every day. I mean, that glowing ball of light in the sky is just scary.
The sun?
That's its name. I knew it. I knew evil had a name. So yeah, it's just it's thrown me. I'm still a little funky.
Dazed, as it were.
Oh, he did it!
Oh, snap.
All right. So yes, yes, Daywalker. Sorry, I was just looking at the notes that were very quickly changed there. But yeah, it does.
Adam's trying to look up desperately what the next
was the
topic
topic
is.
was, yeah.
Meanwhile, I've added his rambling that he was using to buy himself some time to the topic.
But
yes.
yeah, it's true. But I mean, it does mess with your head a bit, honestly. Changing sleeping patterns in such a manner.
Yes, indeed. Like, the only person I know who has a weirder sleeping pattern than you is a cousin of my wife who is a flight attendant. So,
okay. Yeah. So yeah, I would not recommend ever changing your sleeping pattern.
No, it's probably not a good
Stick
idea.
with nocturnal activities. It's so much funner.
Or just during the day, so you can link up your circadian rhythm with your daily life cycle, and you don't have to drink 1,000 tons of coffee.
Coffee's
that's
the
just rude.
lifeblood of everything.
Yes, okay.
Coffee's amazing.
Adam's tested his blood for the content of his blood, and it's like 70% coffee.
It is, not gonna lie. Speaking of which,
Good segue.
thank you. Yes. Oh my god, I think that's our first official decent segue that we had. Kinda.
It was all right.
Yeah. So we have a final. John's been practicing tirelessly, like day and night.
Yes.
He's cackling in his sleep. His poor pregnant wife hasn't got like a minute's sleep.
Yeah, she's reported me to psychiatric institutions.
He has, because
I'm
he's been
practicing
Yep.
my evil laugh.
And I have not really heard it yet.
Ooh.
Because I just know that, poor Caitlin messages me just like, get him to stop. I'm tired. I'm going to smother him with a pillow. That may or may not have happened. But
Wow,
anyway.
this sounds really dark. None of this has happened.
So, John, let's go over. You have been practicing for a while now.
Indeed.
And you've said the no word.
Which one? What? No.
Yeah.
Apparently we say the word indeed too much on the podcast.
Indeed.
Oh, come on. So, not this episode, but starting from next episode, every time one of us says the word, we get to slap each other in the face as hard as possible. Which, combined with the law that Adam can only say peasants twice on any episode, which I think we reduced to once now.
Probably.
You've got one allowed and the second one.
I haven't said it.
Yeah, you've been pretty good.
Yeah, I have.
But that one I get to hit him with a bamboo stick. So with all these things added together...
It's becoming a sadomasochistic podcast.
Yeah, our podcast would just be us going like... Slap,
You've done
slap,
this,
slap,
bang!
slap.
You've done that, bang! Yeah. I get to hit him with a chair every time he looks at me.
Wait, what? What did I just agree to? I was so busy trying to not say indeed that I agreed with it.
Brilliant. So yes, so John has been practicing his evil laugh. So I'll start off with a bit of, just to give you a bit of confidence, if you will.
Thank you.
Sorry, that wasn't it.
That was just your normal laugh. I can't tell the difference with you. All right, that was pretty good.
Thank you.
That's pretty good.
I went for a bit madness there at the end, Yeah.
Okay.
All right, John, let's wow me, if you will. I'm going to sit here and let's see how things go.
All right, I need you to give me some space, so don't talk into the microphone for a second.
Roger.
Are we ready? Okay, 3, 2...
I'm not sure if anybody knows this, but when he did that laugh, all the lights in the room dimmed, and I'm pretty sure I heard a peal of thunder outside, and all hope just shattered from me.
Even the sun has gone out.
No.
All will know my might.
I think he may be possessed. He's floating 4 feet off the ground. He's now summoning arcane energies into his hand. Hold on a second, let me just slap him out of this. Hold on.
Whoa! What just happened?
I'm pretty sure you were hovering 6 feet off the ground and dimming the universe.
Is that why my cheek hurts?
Yes.
Like there wasn't anything else that happened that caused my cheek to sting right now?
Absolutely not. Nothing at all.
Okay, just checking.
Ignore the scorch marks on the wall as well. Anyway. So, yeah, there you go.
What did you think?
Don't mind the smell. I think
The smell.
I think someone may have walked in
Why
here
is the
and
sun dimmer right now?
it started. I think it just went behind a cloud. It's coming out now.
Okay, yeah,
so-
there we go. It's starting to go back to normal.
Yeah, that was good. So yeah, John's evil laugh update. I guess all the practice has paid off.
Whew, okay. Let me just look at my phone camera for a second. Wait, why are my eyes a bit green? Oh no, they're back to blue now.
They're fine. You're fine.
Okay, just a second.
Everyone, don't say anything.
What was that, Adam?
Nothing, mate. Nothing. But what I would like is to encourage our fine listeners, if you're in Australia or overseas, or, I don't know, some interdimensional space being who is, for some reason, listening to this podcast.
Wow, thank you for choosing our podcast as your way to explore Australia, human culture.
And learn our weaknesses. Just come to my house. I'll let you know all of humanity's weaknesses. Anyway, I would like to encourage our listeners to donate blood. Now, I know some of you may be terrified of the prospect.
Not me.
No,
I'm
not
fine
you
with
at all.
it.
You just, voice just went up 7 octaves and glass is beginning to shadow around your house. But it is important. And why is there an echo in my voice now? Is this meant to be an inspiring speech?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
What I was going to say was, everyone, humans, we are all in this together. There's some of us who need blood, and there's some of us that have a lot of blood.
Woo! Go, John!
Yeah! That's right, I'm talking to you.
No! Blood!
So basically, as you can tell...
I'll take over from here, John.
Okay,
Thank you for introducing me. Hi, folks. Yep, hi.
Yeah!
Yep. Thank you, silence peasants. Listen here. Donating blood is an important gesture. It A, shows your humanity and love for your fellow man, which normally I would not encourage, but in this case, blood only lasts for 42 days. So once you give blood, they have to use it in that time or it becomes useless, essentially. I have thought in the past that the Red Cross is just a front for blood-hungry vampires, but the fact is I know for an absolute fact, that the blood you donate does go to people in need.
Woo!
Yes, you! Thank you! I have a friend who, in childbirth...
Alright, this is going to get annoying.
Okay.
There we go.
I have a friend who, in childbirth, had to get blood transfusions because, there was a problem. So she went through a lot of blood. And Australia, in particular, is almost always on the verge of running out of blood.
Oh, no.
Exactly. And if that happens, we have to get it imported, and it costs a lot of money.
Yikes.
And yeah, so it's not good. So I encourage everyone out there, please give blood. Make an appointment. Don't be frightened. It doesn't hurt. The worst part of the entire process is getting your finger pricked. That's pretty much it. That's the most painful part. The needle doesn't hurt that much.
What if I faint, though?
You really won't. Because it's not like they go, yes, my pretty, come here, let me prick your finger. It's a tiny droplet of blood, and then they put a Band-Aid on it. She kisses it. She's like, oh, yes,
wait, what?
Yes, oh, you're such a good boy. And then
Do they give me a jelly baby?
No, a lollipop. No, actually, they give you a whole bunch of food at the end.
Like cookies and stuff, isn't it?
And then you sit in a chair. Depending on what you donate, there is whole blood,
I'm so scared right now.
plasma, or platelets. Plasma takes about anywhere between half hour, 45 minutes. Same with platelets, and whole blood takes about, 15 minutes, maybe. In high school, any high schoolers may. I don't know if they do it over here in WA. But over in the East Coast, we would have blood drives. The Red Cross would come to the school in this massive van and basically drain the young children, because nothing's stronger than the blood of the young. And
wait, what was this? I thought you said it wasn't vampires.
I don't think so. I can't be sure. So yeah, I took the blood, and me and my friend would have competitions to see who could donate the fastest, which is never advised. It's not good for you. But yeah, I think I did mine in like 9 minutes or something. It was.
What? How do you donate? Oh God!
I'm just sitting there pumping the little handball they give you, and you drink a lot of water to raise your blood pressure, and it's just like... So yeah, it was good fun. Drained. And so that was fun. But yeah, giving blood, it's a super useful thing, and it gives you awesome karma points. Poor John's just having like a minor heart attack. So we're going to give blood together at some stage.
Oh, I don't get me wrong. I want to do this. It will be a very scary learning experience for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because
You're afraid of needles?
Well,
you do realize when they put the needle in, right? It's not like a jabbed in and then just like continually stabbing into your arm. And when they pull the needle out, it's not like torrents of blood spitting out of you. It's pretty controlled.
They like yank this huge thing out of your arm, and it's like.
Well, they have these barbed needles that when they go in and when they pull it out, it just no. Of course they don't have that. Good gracious. No, they put it in and you're fine. It's fun.
I just want to point out, this is not me making fun of it. I am actually legitimately scared by it, but I do, it's one of my goals to be able to do one day.
Mm-hmm.
And so I hope that if you hear me making a big fuss about this, it inspires you to not be as much of a scaredy cat as me and go out and do it. But yes, I'm sure one day Adam will be able to convince me and we'll go do it. I need to calm down.
Then yes, it's a good thing. Believe me, it's good for you as well, especially if you keep doing it, because it will help your body, in the long run.
Oh.
Teaches it to make red blood cells faster, depending on what you're donating and stuff like that. Although, to be honest, there was one of the times I donated, I think it was platelets or plasma, I'm not too sure. So what they do is they drain your blood. All of it.
They leave you as a pale
sack essentially, yeah. You're just like, it's like sucking the juice out of an orange,
And they had to pour water into you.
Yeah, no. So they drain your blood, they run it through this machine, and they separate the platelets, and then they put it back into you with anticoagulants. And I think my body must have reacted this one time, really negatively to the coagulants or anticoagulants or whatever it is. Because I was to go to the shopping centre, and my stomach started to misbehave, and I'm just like, oh, good science, and spent about, a solid 45 minutes in the bathroom, just like,
what was causing it?
I'd assume the anticoagulants. I'm not too sure. It could have been a reaction, might have been something I've eaten.
I'm terrified.
But yeah. Whole blood you're fine because they're not putting anything back in your body. They're just draining it. Damn. Give blood, folks, and say, you're survivors. You're the nerds.
Yes, indeed.
Hashtag nerdsway. So, yeah. So, I think that pretty much wraps us up. But, John.
What was that?
You're playing with Ableton.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I shall destroy the world. Everyone will obey me.
I think I blacked out for a second there. I don't know what happened.
Becoming more like me, John. Horrifying.
Maybe it's because I received blood and it was one of the blood that you donated.
Could have been, yeah. I don't think so. I don't sense my cells.
Hail Adam, the true master of us all.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. So we are packing up and leaving.
Indeed.
But John, you have...
Oh, no.
Yeah, come here.
Wait, I
come here. No, it's this one. Here we go. Ready? And... There we go.
I thought you were going to do that wasn't like a massive one, but I thought it was going to be a tiny bit weaker than that.
No, I expect full... that was only 3 fingers as well, but no, I did something.
Wait, I feel a little bit of anger coming from that.
Oh, God, here we go. No more Ableton for you.
Okay.
So yes, John, what have you got planned for upcoming stuff?
Well, very excitingly, I have been invited on the podcast Screen Review Time Warp, which we have had a few of them as guests on our shows, Tyson and Andrew. But we are going to one day have Zach on. But I have had the amazing privilege of getting asked to be on their podcast, which I do believe that I'm the first person from this show to be invited onto that podcast, making me way cooler.
Sorry, but their most listened to episode features this guy.
Oh.
Also, just so you're aware, I have paid one of them to cut off one of your fingers in the recording. You're not going to know who until the very final
So if
moment.
someone's like, this is a nice meat cleaver, Tyson, I see.
And then suddenly, Tyson will be like, oh, this is my new meat cleaver, right? But then all of a sudden, Zach is just going to be like, and, cut off your finger with a small Bowie knife or something.
If anyone has any kind of knife, I'm going to be so paranoid now.
Now that all 3 of them are going to have knives. Brilliant.
Okay. But yes, I have indeed been asked on, and
Have you got your movies?
I mean, I'm a little sad that you were on the 5th episode, and now they've waited to the 15th or 20th episode or something to have me on. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I'm gonna rise above, and no, I am very much looking forward to being on. We're going
Have you got your movies picked?
Yes, I have indeed.
What are they? What are you bringing to the podcast?
If you had to guess, what would you say? So I need a past and a future one.
I would say Doctor Who as your past.
Ooh, it's my future. because
That's your
there's
future,
a new
is it?
season coming out.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just trailered on
And then
Comic-Con.
Sherlock for your past.
Yeah, well done.
Okay, nice.
So neither of them are movies, but they do TV shows as well.
Yeah.
For the past and future segments. Mm-hmm. And so the present one at the moment is going to be Black Klansman, which was an incredible experience to watch. Mm-hmm. Highly political movie, I will forewarn, but definitely worth watching.
Yep. Well, I look forward to hearing your dulcet tones on their podcast.
Indeed. I need to practice them now. Hello.
Are you going to break out the song?
I thought this movie was fantastic. Welcome to AM Radio with John.
So, yeah, that's cool. Anything else?
I guess that ends our episode, doesn't it? We've got
much.
nothing more to talk about.
No, that's about it. You can email us at thenerdsway@gmail.com. Follow me at The Voice of Adam on Twitter. John at JLOKYSKWMPL.
Okay. Let me clear this up. So Adam's Twitter account is actually Voice of Adam with no the, and
Yes.
mine is JLOKELY.
Yep, that.
And our podcast is thenerdsway _pod.
Indeed.
And to email us so that we don't have our only email being our hosting provider saying, why
Hey.
is your podcast stopped?
Hey, well,
just send us an email, thenerdsway@gmail.com.
well, don't declare war on fridges, John. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We are
Oh,
finished.
did you just confirm which one was the true story?
No, never.
I'll try not to become Governor General again.
Again.
Okay.
All right, well, thank you for listening.
the third time, I should probably say.
Oh, true. Yeah, that other one.
We're at 2012. Oof.
Air conditioning. Good gracious.
Yikes. I know.
Fun times, folks. I guess we'll talk to you later. Much love, and remember, keep surviving, survivors. That's an interesting
Keep
one.
your go bag ready, full of books, movies. Okay, he's unplugging his mic. Oh, wow. Is that it? Are you never coming back on the podcast now? I think, yeah, wow. Or talking to me again. That's okay. Bye, guys.